Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes, and I have managed to get back up out of bed after finishing doing some videos first thing this morning. It was still bloody dark. I went back to bed. I've been in bed all day, so I feel a bit better, if better's the word. Not quite as bad, rather than any better, I suppose. But hopefully I should crack on. I'm sitting here and it's awfully bright, so I might just go back in and do them from the front room after this one. But hey ho, you have to try to struggle on, don't you? Life is a challenge. But it's a challenge for some more than others, that's for sure. Hey, nice little segue there. Did you see that? Surely worth a like. Certainly worth a sub. We're doing well. We're nearly there. But we're going to talk about Stephen Flynn. But you knew that because you've seen the thumbnail. Old Beryl has suddenly realised that he is the MSP, or MP, my apologies, for Aberdeen. He's an Aberdeenshire MP. And Aberdeen runs on oil and gas. It is the one thing that keeps Aberdeen going. And he slowly realised that his party's opposition to this is going to cost him his job. And let's face it, what else can he do? He doesn't really have any transferable skills, does he? And so he's come out and he's saying he wants more oil and gas drilling. Drill, baby, drill. Slowly, these people are seeing it. But unfortunately, he's part of the SNP, and the SNP government in Scotland remain avidly against any further exploration, and they're actually still looking to close down Scotland's oil and gas fields because they think, quite wrongly, it's going to save the planet. You can close them down, but you're still going to use the same amount of oil because oil is used in everything. Now, his position obviously is at odds with his bosses, so this may make it a bit awkward for him should he want to go up to Scotland to become an MSP to try and run for leader. Although personally I think his days of running for leader are over. I think he alienated too many people in his own party with his little attempt last time. In fact, so much that they changed the rules to say he can't be an MP and an MSP at the same time. Douglas Ross was, but it was the SNP internal rules that stopped it before, but they've now made it rules for all MSPs. You have to choose. And I think that's fair enough. You can't wear two hats. You can't be a master. You can't be a slave to two masters, effectively. But he has demanded that the UK government at Westminster drops its opposition to new oil and gas fields. Now, this is a road to Damascus conversion. And it's something that we've all been saying, of course, before, because where is the sense? I mean, literally, where is the sense of stopping domestic oil production only to buy the same amount of oil from abroad, pay extra to transport it? Bad for the environment, all that transportation. And by buying it, it means the money's going out of the country rather than having your own oil and keeping the money in the country. I mean, it's not me, is it? I mean, these people are lunatics, surely. It's no wonder the country's going to the dogs. But, of course, under, who was it originally? Sturgeon originally, and then Yousaf, and now the dinosaur. The Nats became increasingly hostile to oil and gas because they think it's going to be the end of the planet if you dig up oil and gas. And it really isn't. And in fact, poverty is what creates the worst problems. You need money in order to invest in cleaner products and cleaner stuff. When you look at where the worst pollution comes from, it comes from relatively poor countries because people need to burn something to keep warm, so they burn anything they can get, and sometimes it's nasty stuff. Whereas wealthier countries, they invest heavily in cleaner products, like nuclear, for example. But of course, the dumbos that we've got running the country, both Westminster and Holyrood, don't get it because, low IQ. This is the problem. They're not very good. They have no experience. They don't know what they're talking about. And when they do need something, they go to people with an agenda rather than people who are prepared to give them the full facts. But then, we know the full facts. We know these people are dumb, and you can never believe a word they say. Doubly so for Starmer. Well, there we go. It's nice to see that at least one person even if he is an awful person, even if he is on the wrong side of politics generally, it's nice to see that he's finally seen the light, and it's a gaslight. Thanks very much.